Here is a fact-based summary of the story contents. Here is a simplified version of the story contents. Here is a lighthearted take on the story contents. Thanks to Daredevil, Born Again, the Marvel Cinematic Universe has the opportunity to answer an original Daredevil question that I've wondered about for almost 10 years. Daredevil, Born Again Season 1 Foot's ending left many looking forward to the future of the show. As it turns out, audiences will not have to wait long for a continuation, with Daredevil, Born Again Season 2 primed for release in March 2026, only a year after its predecessor. Daredevil, Born Again Season 1 was mostly liked, though many would agree parts of it felt Frankensteined in an attempt to blend two different shows. On one side there was the pre-overhaul footage which told a more self-contained Daredevil story that did not connect to Netflix's Defenders MCU timeline, while on the other there were the post-overhaul elements that tied much more closely to past events. Daredevil, Born Again Season 2 will be entirely the latter, both pleasing fans while allowing the show to answer a Netflix mystery almost a decade in the making. The mystery was the death of Matt Murdock from the Defenders. Daredevil Season 3 revealed that Matt was not dead and that his feud continued with Kingpin. But only Jessica Jones Season 3 and The Punisher Season 2 were released after this, before the Netflix shows were cancelled. Given that neither show addressed Daredevil's apparent death, it was not explored how this affected the rest of the team, nor whether they even found out that he was alive. This was likely being saved for the Defenders Season 2 before Netflix's involvement in the MCU. In light of this reality, Daredevil, Born Again Season 2 can finally answer what exactly went down after Matt's death. The reason for this is the return of Jessica Jones in Daredevil, Born Again Season 2. In a recent interview with Deadline, Charlie Cox addressed Jones's return and spoke about the dynamic between her and Matt Murdock. Moreover, Cox mentions the aforementioned mystery, asking the question that we would also like to know the answer to: when did Jessica Jones find out that I'm not dead? With Jessica returning to the MCU, we can finally get that answer. Daredevil, Born Again Season 2 is almost sure to address that question and reveal exactly what impact Daredevil's sacrifice had on Jones, if it had any at all. While it is unclear whether Marvel's other Defenders characters, Luke Cage and Iron Fist, will also return to show the true impact of the Defenders' Matt Murdock twist, at least the MCU can answer how Jessica Jones reacted almost 10 years later. The Defenders Season 1 ending makes Daredevil and Jessica Jones's reunion so much more interesting for storytelling potential. Aside from answering a long unanswered question, the reunion between Daredevil and Jessica Jones in Daredevil, Born Again Season 2 is made much more compelling by the Defenders ending. Not only will audiences become privy to exactly how Jessica dealt with Daredevil's death, but it will simply give the show more depth by giving the characters more to explore together. If Matt had not died in Defenders, the reunion between him and Jessica would still have been cool to see, but would have lacked an element of storytelling depth. However, the duo experienced a lot together during Defenders, with Jessica realizing Matt was a true hero. This could play into Daredevil, Born Again Season 2, and even offer an explanation as to why Jessica helps Matt in his quest to take down Kingpin. Regardless of how it is utilized, the former relationship between the two New York vigilantes and Matt's sacrifice offers a lot for Daredevil, Born Again Season 2 to play with in the MCU, making the titular hero's reunion with his old friend all the more compelling.